What up, everybody? It's Tyler coming to you live and direct. Just don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me get inside on with the wind blowing too much. Uh, how y'all doing today, though? Me, I'm doing very fine. It's a nice day. I'm doing blessed. Um, Anyways, I was next door. I'm in a sober living right now. I was next door, and I was talking to my one of my previous, he wasn't my clinician, but he's a worker there, and I talked to him a little bit, and I said I was doing these blogs, and I was like, what should I make my video about today? And he said, what about just normal life? So I said, what, like life on life's terms? And he said, yeah. He said, that sounds like a good idea. It's something a lot of addicts deal with. It's something that I deal with. It's something that normal people deal with. It's something that everybody can relate to. So I figured it'd be a good subject. So let me touch down on that. Just want to start off by saying, if you deal with addiction's a feeling disease. We got to deal with feelings, man. And on a daily basis, we have to deal with the way we're feeling. And we have to actually deal with our problems instead of covering them up with dope. Which is hard to do sometimes for some of us. It's a struggle. It's an everyday struggle. I know it is for me. And it can be for other addicts. So, I figured it was a good subject to touch down on. So, that's what we're going to do. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all are a blessing, for real. It's a beautiful thing. I'll get my phone set up and we'll get to it. I'll flip it around on us. Bang, bang. Alright. Anyways, man. Life on life's terms. It's a touchy subject sometimes for people. It's alright. Ooh, we fell. Let me find it better. Look. Dang, hang on. I got a little stand right here. This little dude. Comes in handy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Bang, bang, perfect. Okay, we're ready to go. Anyways, life's on life's terms, man. It's something we deal with on a daily basis. I felt like it was a good subject to get onto and talk about. It's a beautiful thing, man. But I deal with stressors every day. I deal with feelings. We get a lot of feelings, man, and feelings suck. Feelings ain't fun. They suck, man. It's not something people enjoy doing. It's something that we need to understand, that feelings pass. All right? No matter how we're feeling, how bad shit is, feelings pass. Like if you ask yourself what you was doing last week at the same time, and you ask yourself, how was you feeling last week at the same time? You'd probably tell yourself, I don't know how I was feeling. You want to know why you didn't know how you was feeling? Because feelings pass. It's a good way to look at it. When we're going through things, it's not always a good idea to act on them things, to become impulsive with our decision making or our behaviors. I'm a very impulsive person, being an addict, and I got to realize that I got to take life on life's terms. Sometimes life ain't always going to be strawberries and orgasms. I would like it to be all strawberries, orgasms, maybe even some rainbows, but it's not always going to be that way. And another thing is, how do you get a rainbow if it don't rain? You know what I'm saying? I like that. Like, if you can't deal with the rain, how can you see the outcome of the rainbow when it becomes sunny again? It's a good analogy, you know what I'm saying? We all want rainbows and shit. Our life to be like a rainbow, all beautiful and everything good, but you can't have a rainbow without the rain, And what I mean by that is, sometimes you got to take the bad shit in life to make it a good day. If it wasn't for the bad days, we wouldn't have good days. Everything would just be normal, whatever. And what fun is that? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to take the good with the bad. But regardless, at the end of the day, it's going to be all right. You're going to get through it. No matter what you're going through, however bad you're feeling, reach out to somebody, man. Tell somebody, look, man, I'm not feeling it today, I'm having bad feelings. I'm having bad thoughts. Even if you're feeling suicidal, you got suicidal ideations. You're thinking about harming yourself because your life isn't what you want it to be. Regardless, at the end of the day, if you do what you got to do to make it, it's gonna get better. And it might suck at first, man, and it might be really hard for you to reach out and ask for help, man. Because I know it was for me. That was one of my biggest things, man. Is that I was born to I was brought up to not ask for help. You know what I'm saying? You're a man. You got to be strong. You can't, you know what I mean? You got to do it on your own. Man, that's bullshit. Man, I ask for help on a daily basis now, man. If I got a problem with something, I'm going through something, I ask somebody, you know, and I want to know how they made it through, what they did to succeed, you know what I'm saying? And that means a lot to me, man. It really does. Like, I got to understand that I'm not always going to be perfect. I know I set myself to that standard, but that's me setting an unrealistic expectation on myself, man. And every time I cop a resentment due to that. So I got to stop, man. It's okay to ask for help, and I know that today. I know that, you know, in order to make it, there's going to be somebody else there by my side helping me through it. I can't do it on my own, you know, and, you know, I love Trent Shelton, man, on here, man. T-Shell, as he says, that's his like, not alter ego, because that's a bad thing, but that's his like person inside of himself that's on top of things, that's pushing to strive to be the greatest that he can be. You know, his I forget what he called it exactly, but it's like his inner person that helps him succeed. You know, the star of the show, the man that gets up on stage. You know, I got to bring that person out of me on a daily basis, because that's who helps me get through my things. That's who helps me better understand and realize that it's going to be okay. He's the one that pushes through the times when I'm feeling bad, when I have them crazy thoughts of wanting to harm myself or hurt somebody else. He's the one that gets me through that, you know, and sometimes I got to call on him, man, and sometimes I got to do it on a daily basis. But when I do, he's there. And you know, he comes through with his cape on and he saves the day, you know what I mean? And I just got to get out of my feelings, man, and get outside of myself, and sometimes help others, because that helps me get outside of myself. I got to become more selfless, you know what I mean? Sometimes we do need to be selfish in this thing, but, you know, selfish shit is not always bad, you know? Sometimes it's good to be selfish. Sometimes that's what we need in order to better ourselves, you know? Sometimes that's what we need in order to push ourselves to that point to where we want to come through and be all that we can be. You know, if you're not working on a better you, you're working on a worse you. You know, if you're not progressing, you're degressing. So what are you doing? If you're sitting stagnant, you're degressing. You're not bettering yourself and becoming a better person. You know, I'm just grateful, man. I'm glad I got this little channel started. I love the fact that you guys on here, you know, you reach out and you ask me for guidance on things and help. Like, that really takes me outside of myself and allows me my process. You know, I'm going to school right now to become a peer recovery supporter, you know, and give back. You know, we can only keep what we have by giving it away, man. And being able to give back, man, it's a beautiful thing. I would love to, man, to one day meet Trent Shelton and maybe do like a collab, and him do the, you know, the pushing yourself and being a better you side of it, and then me talk to the addicts and be on the addict side of it, you know, being so I've lived that. And man, dude, I feel like together we could be unstoppable, man, and really help reach a lot of people, you know, because he reaches addicts too. I don't know if he's an addict himself. I don't know. I've never talked to the man. Through his videos, I can tell he's definitely been through some pain in his life. So, you know, you never know. You can't judge a book by its cover, you know. But just by some of the things he said, man, it really helped me through my addiction and helped me become a better me. So I would just love to one day maybe collab with him, man, and you know, give somebody something to where we can reach them people and reach addicts, man. That would be amazing, dude. It would be so amazing. But yeah, man, you know, I struggle too with, you know, dealing with life and the feelings that, you know, that hit me on a daily basis, you know, especially like being in relationships and shit, you know. Women hurt you, or if you're on the other realm and you're a female, you know, men hurt you. It happens. You know, sometimes they'll break our hearts and we want to do something stupid due to how them hurting us. I don't know how many times a girl's broke my heart and I went out and used over it. You know, it's not fair to ourselves to do that to each other. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to hurt you by hurting myself. That's stupid, man. That's one of the dumbest things that I've ever done. And I continue to do it. And it's like, man, Tyler, like, why? Why do you harm yourself because you think, like, okay, I'm going to go use this drug knowing it's going to ruin my life just to get at you. You know, it's like harboring a resentment. You know, harboring a resentment is like, cupping a resentment for somebody is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's ignorance, man. It's flat out ignorance. And it's depressing sometimes, you know. I done hit over 10 minutes. Whoops. We might make this one 15 minutes, man. I'm really feeling it today, man. Like I said, man, Trent said to ask yourself who your alter ego is, or not your alter ego, but your inner self that pushes you to that limit you need to be pushed to, man. And I haven't came up with a name for mine, man. I know T.Y. is my alter ego. That's the bad guy. We don't like him. I don't know. Still gotta think about that one. But I love it when he shines, man. When he gets out and he's up there and he's ready to knock out and fight whoever. You know, he's on his game. His energies are very high. You know, he's not in a manic state, I would say, but he's in a good state to where he's on his shit, man. And I'm grateful when he shows up, man, because he pushes me through. He makes it to where I make it. You know, and that's a beautiful thing, man. It's definitely a blessing, man. And I'm glad that God, my higher power, shows up for me when I can't for myself. You know, he always does for me what I can't do for myself. You know, some of the times he would put me behind bars. And that was where I needed to be at that time because, hey, who's to say I wouldn't have died that day? Who's to say that I wouldn't have harmed myself in a way to where I wouldn't have came back and I wouldn't be able to be here to share this with you right now? I'm just blessed, man. I'm very blessed. I'm glad that he does for me what I can't do for myself, like I said. He's opened up a lot of doors for me lately, man, and I'm just going to keep rolling with it, man. And you have to close some doors for another one to open, so I'm glad that I can move on from things and just be me. I'm literally focused on me right now to 100%. I'm not in a relationship as of this moment. I kind of am with my ex, Lightweight. Like, we still talk every day and stuff, but actually being together, no. She's let me, she's allowed me to set out this time for myself to get myself right, you know. But we still spend time together. I still see her on a regular, and I still love her. I'll always love her. You know, she has my heart. She's a beautiful woman. We have a fucking wonderful son together. He's not biologically mine, but I adopted him, and he is mine. I would say he's my biological son, but he's not, so I don't want to, you know, do that. But he's definitely my son, man. I love him just like I do my 3 girls. And he's just a blessing, man, and I'm glad he's in my life. He does nothing but talk about me 24/7. That's all she talks about is, where's my daddy at? He's asking where you are, what you're doing, if you're coming over, you know. And I enjoy that, man, and it's just a beautiful thing, man. I'm glad that I can be in his life today, because before, when I was on drugs, you know, I just wasn't there like I should have been, just like I wasn't for my girls, and I'm just now beginning to come back around and be there for my girls. My oldest daughter, though, they're still not letting me see her, which is due to my own actions, which I take full responsibility for. It's my own damn fault, you know. I wish I would have changed the last time, man, when she did let her come. She said, this is your last chance. And I took it for granted. I did, man. And that really hurts. And that kind of like goes with what we're talking about today, man. Life on life's terms. I got to understand that I've done nothing but show these people a chronic relapser. So why are they not thinking that that's what I'm going to do today? So how can I blame them for my actions? You know, I can't. I got to take full responsibility for what I've done, and I do. And I'm sorry, Nevaeh. I'm sorry that your dad's a fuck up, but he's getting better. And I pray that one day I'll have you back. You know that. I hope that you truly in your heart know that I love you and believe in me still to this day. I hope you haven't given up on me, because Daddy does love you. And for my other daughters, you guys know what it is. My youngest daughter I still have yet to see. I need to go see her today. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive down there and I'm going to see her today. I'm making that commitment with myself. So I'd like to challenge you guys today. Make a commitment to do something that you normally wouldn't do. If you're not in your kid's life, make a commitment to at least call. If you don't go there to show up and see them, at least call them, man. Let them know you love them. Let them know you're here. I don't care what's going on. Call your mom, your dad, your grandparents. Let them know that you're okay and that you are trying, you know, to do something different today, man. I challenge each and every one of y'all to do that, man. And I thank you guys, man, for all the support, the love. If you do like this video, please click that like button. You know, subscribe if you ain't already a subscriber. I'm still making the commitment to put at least 3 of these out a week. I know I said it every day. I've just been real busy, and I haven't been able to keep that commitment, and that's a little hard of a commitment right now for me to keep. So I'm going to say stick to 3 a week, guys. 3 a week I got for you guys. They'll be around 10 to 20 minutes long. Right now we got 15 minutes on this one. And yeah, I'm just going to keep them coming, man. I love you guys. Like I say at the end of all my videos, man, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. I love y'all, man. I'm out. Peace.